So, NEARCON 2022 is about to wrap up, but then again, we could not miss this opportunity to have here the one and only Vandal from DAOrecords to come and explain a little bit what DAOrecords is. More importantly, his background. His for me, the first time that I met Vandal was basically on Discord,
Yep.
and then in real life in NEARCON Alpha. And so now NEARCON Beta is up to a wrap, but then again, we needed to hear it from the man himself. So Vandal, thank you very much for coming. And if you can share with the Metapool community and the Metayield community where you come from, a little bit of your background, and why you chose Near.
All right, thank you, Claudio. Appreciate you and everything that you've been doing in the ecosystem. So I'm Vandal. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good out there. Big shout out to the whole community, the whole Near community. I'm originally a hip hop artist from Toronto, Canada. I love to travel. Been so many places around the world, bringing music, bridging culture, creating community, creating collaboration. I was like pre-Web 3 and Web 1, doing the same thing I'm doing now. I discovered the Near ecosystem because of Midbase. So big shout out to Nate and the whole Midbase team for like being basically the people who really propelled myself and our project DAOrecords into the music NFT ecosystem and then bridging us to Near. So we're just here to make a difference in the lives of musicians, try and get them onboarded into Web3, show them all the benefits, and really have a good time with it. And you know, it's an awesome, exciting thing. NEARCON Beta is like, it feels like it's already like beyond beta. This is like,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, like we're having like waterfalls up in here, you know what I mean? It's been so incredible. It's like even nature is like saying, yo, NEARCON.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here.
Exactly.
I want to come.
Exactly. So, Vandal, tell us what DAOrecords is, what it brings to the market, the opportunities around music NFTs, and why you're so bullish about it.
Yeah, so DAOrecords, pretty much, it's in the name. We're a DAO. We utilize records as in music. We use music NFTs, and we build community and integrate all of the various tools of technology that artists need and use. We're here to really facilitate the experience of getting into Web3, releasing a music NFT, having that sort of backing like what a label would do, and also sort of the mentorship and this sort of family approach of come on, get involved, become a part of the community. And we're really, I think, what we really want to do is create sort of a new music industry model that isn't necessarily competing with the original one, but is like an alternative where we feel like after the next couple of years, artists are all going to be Web3 native. They're going to come up and they're not going to really bother with some of the Web2 platforms. It will be like, remember streaming happened, but you still have to have a CD in the store just to be on the shelf?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Spotify is going to be in the future, where everybody's going to be using, say, a DAOrecords platform to do their music NFTs, to create their labels, their catalogs, manage their collaborators, engage fans, share ownership, and then, have their stuff on Spotify just to be on the shelf.
Perfect. So tell us a little bit about how DAOrecords benefited from a crowdfunding campaign in Metayield and why you choose to collaborate with us.
Yeah, so initially when I found out about Metapool and I started to play around and liquid staking, because I had already been kind of staking with the validators, and you got to wait a couple of epochs and it takes a bit of time. So the idea of liquid staking I think is great because it allows you to get in, get out, and then of course you're going to pay a little fee for it, but still at the end of the day, it's worthwhile. And then also the idea of having like your ST Near, your stake Near token, and then being able to utilize that in the DeFi space as well, which was like super clever. So I was like, of course, I'm always looking at ways to integrate. And then when we first met in person at the Alpha, and I still have your shirt, by the way, that I love the color, so awesome.
We'll bring the orange shirts back, man. We'll bring them back for sure, man.
And it was about thinking about how we can collaborate, right? And then you told me about Metayield, and I thought this is such an awesome tool because, in a way, it's win-win.
Yep.
So, for example, we have our Splash token, which is like our micro-economy token around our Sound Splash event series, and really our alpha, and really trying to experiment on how we can build a token into like a micro community and then see how we can have these use cases around it. And then when you invited us to participate in the Metayield crowdfunder Kickstarter, I was like, okay, tell me about it, Claudio. I was like, okay, so, you know, your fans and your supporters come and they stake their NEAR, they lock it in, and they get your token, and at the end of the lock period, they get their NEAR back.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is a win-win.
Yep.
And I think this is something where it's like, it's easier to explain to people. It's not like I'm taking your money
Exactly.
and you're getting my token, and then next thing you know, the token value could like drop to whatever, or like, you know, there's risks of bump and dumps and all this kind of stuff. And the distribution of the tokens, I think, was really clever as well, because utilizing the other tools in the ecosystem to then spread those tokens out, whether, you know, we did a 24-hour distribution, but you could technically do like a week distribution, however you wanted to do it. That flexibility for your campaign was really great. And professionalism, you guys were so awesome. The team was so helpful because, you know, we don't know much about this side of the thing, right? Yeah. So we're just like creators trying to do cool shit, and it was great.
No, we're trying to help out as much as we can, right? So some recommendations, tips and tricks that you can share with the Metapool, Metayield community that is interested in launching a crowdfunding campaign on Metayield. What would your advice be for them, right?
Okay, so given that we were early, you know, we're only the second project.
Yeah, second one, exactly.
And because we hadn't really had experience yet around, you know, deploying a token and then where it all fits, getting all the DeFi elements into place, I think it's super important, especially if you're a creative project, to think about all of the different steps you need to take. Like, do you want to create a liquidity pool, say on Rep? Okay, get that plan in motion for doing that. How's that going to work? How are you going to price your token in the liquidity pool? How many tokens that you want to do? What's your tokenomics? Where is that all going to go? Really, I think it's about strategizing on these little bits first. And then also your marketing campaign, which we learned a lot together by going through the whole process with you, because you know the Sound Splash isn't our main DAOrecords offering, but at the same time, it's like it is, right, with you guys. So I think if you're a community or if you're a project coming in to use Metayield, it's really important to have everything strategized and ready so that you know over the duration of your campaign how you're going to execute each part of it. And that's something really important. So if you're doing that and you're getting into the Metayield, make sure you got your plan all together and you're ready to rock.
You got to come with a plan for sure, and we're also iterating as we were launching and iterating as we were putting the campaigns forward in motion. So anyhow, Vandal, any last thoughts? Any last shills that you want to do to the Metapool and Metayield community? Go right ahead, man. The mic's all yours.
Awesome. So please do check out DAOrecords.io. If you're a NEAR holder, you can get yourself some music NFTs. I'm not going to say there's anything that will happen with them in the future, but maybe there will. And then just support the ecosystem. Get out there, play around, tinker with all the tools. And I'm just super excited to see how we can, you know, work the next phase of our collaboration and have more stuff for you guys out there to play with if you're into the music and the music NFT ecosystem.
Perfect. Well, you heard it from Vandal. Go to the Discord. He's there. The community's there. The creator community's in the DAOrecords Discord. So yes, please. NXM. Sorry, it's NXM is the Discord. So anyhow, visit NXM. You'll see a bunch of creators there. Ask the questions. There's no stupid questions. Only those that are not asked. So everybody stay safe and, well, NEARCON 2022. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for coming, man.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.